There we
Why didn't
go.
I think of that
It was,
earlier? Okay, now you should. Yeah, you can see it, right?
yeah. Wave in front of it. Yeah, nice.
Nice. There we go. Okay, so like this is just a knife I bought because it was like $5 at the store.
Oh,
Um,
oh, it's got a bit of a curve to it.
yeah, so
Oh,
it's got. I don't really know. I know knives, but I don't know what this little curve is for. I think it's just for, um,
it helps hacking and
yeah,
shit,
it
doesn't it?
just helps for like pressing for when you do a press cut into something.
Yeah.
That it does help with that. And there's a little bit of a groove
So you get
here,
more downward force into the thing.
a little bit of a finger groove. And the thing I like about it is that it is a full tang, so you can see
Oh
the blade.
yes.
It goes all the way through the handle. I love it when they do
Yeah.
this. Like this is my favorite type of knife grip.
Because that's properly, it'll probably be
Yeah,
properly
no, it's
secured.
very
It's not going
strong.
to fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get a full grip on you when you're holding the actual blade, and then
It's not
even
just
though it
that. It's
was a
also just means that
civilian.
the blade's not likely to just break off because it's not mounted
Yeah,
properly.
yeah, yeah. It's not going to fall. It's not going to fall out or get loose.
This is just a basic folding knife that I just have around my house. I don't know how it ended up
Ooh.
here. I just have it. You can flip it open. It's a little bit
Ooh.
tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's hard to get it open. Other times it will open just because I move it too quickly, and I don't like that.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
fucking dangerous.
The second thing I don't like a lot of folding knives do is I'm trying to figure out the camera. So you see that little bar is what holds the blade open. So
Oh,
I have to put
yeah.
my finger in the way of the blade to close it. I don't.
Oh,
That's very standard, but I don't like that design at all. I hate when
that's
knives that do that.
fucking poorly designed, motherfucker.
On the flip side, we have my
Hey,
normal,
on the flip side.
my this is my typical belt knife. It's very small, but it's just very handy for just everyday tasks. All right, like
Oh yeah.
this does everything that I typically need in a day. Like when I'm looking at some like heavier work around the farm, I might carry this knife, but usually it's just this little thing, and I like it a lot. It's another full tang knife, and
What sort of things might you be doing with it on a
honestly,
daily
I
basis?
mostly use it to cut boxes,
Right. Yeah. Just
like cut twine,
yeah.
cut boxes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, it is a little
I just
tricky getting
pull
it
with my
back into
feet.
the sheath just because of all the snap buttons on it.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah. That's
But it's very secure. Now this is completely scuffed.
Oh
I got
god.
some tape wrapped around
Oh.
the sheath because the blade started cutting into the sheath and cutting it apart. And then I just have this.
Are you planning on becoming an African warlord at any point?
And then I just have this like strap here tying it down because the strap for it broke off. But this is I really like this one. I got it for $5, and this is like conventional like
Nice.
hiking or fighting knife. I don't like the I forget what these are called now. I just forgot it.
Serrations.
Yeah, serrations on the back here. They can't actually cut anything, and they just get in the way. So like when I get a grind wheel that's up to the task, I'm just gonna grind all that down. But otherwise, this is a very very nice knife. Once again, another full tang, so it's all just one piece of metal, and the grip is pinned into it. And it's very good. Like as you can see, I can get a good grip on it and still have a lot of length to work with.
Giggity.
Put this away.
Put your big length back into the sheath.
Yeah, and then this is a little
Oh no,
awkward having.
you need to get a knife sheath that does like an anime girl moan whenever you put the knife in.
God, no, no. Okay, I'm having trouble finding spots to put these knives. I'm gonna throw it on the floor.
Just, tuck it up your prison pocket.
This one is one of my this is my nice knife. I'm actually gonna take these knives and just throw them off on the floor too. Just get them out of the way.
Yeah, that won't come back to bite you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw the flip knife that opens on its own. I'm not throwing that one.
Oh my, my grandmother does a lot of sewing, and occasionally she's like, "Oh, one of my needles is gone," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's on the floor." Oh no,
Anyways,
grandma, you got to be careful. And
this
it's
is
like, oh no, if it's the fucking folding knife that just flips out, you just go, "Ah fuck, I don't have a foot anymore."
so this is like a dress knife, but I don't use it much because these buttons can tear out at a second. Like, it's not a good sheath for this thing.
Would you put any of these knives in your stocking at a formal dinner party?
What?
Dirks, no.
In your stocking?
Scottish formal dress. You know, when you're wearing, you know, when the Scots, when they're wearing the full kilt and everything, they have
Okay. No,
big socks.
I won't put this in a sock. No, I wear this on my belt.
They keep their dirks in their stocking because you know Scots.
Now this
they're ready for betrayal at any time.
Now this is called a concealed tang since you can't see it anywhere, but you can tell.
It still goes through.
Yeah, no. If you shake it, you can tell that the tang goes all the way to the pommel.
Yeah.
Now, if it stuck out the pommel, that would be more reassuring, but it doesn't. Now, just being very careful to put this away again. And I'm not going to throw it on the floor, because that is my dress knife. This is my other dress knife, though this one's bigger. And a bit more well put together. That one's really just nice. A side knife. This is a Bowie knife.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And once again, full tang. Just the way I like it.
Very nice.
It even has a proper like finger guards on it.
Ah.
So this is a proper fighting knife.
Yeah. I'm so glad you have such an arsenal. Please don't ever get angry with me.
All right. Now in the all right, let me.
That is a very attractive knife, though.
Yeah, it's a very nice knife.
Very. Paintings, marvelous.
Paintings? What?
Sorry, I'm doing a scout mission.
What? What are you doing?
I'm doing a scope mission for the casino heist in GTA.
Can't believe you splitting your attention like this. Anyways,
I mean,
now this
GTA doesn't take much of my attention.
This is a fancy little thing. This was actually made in France. My brother-in-law gave me this as a present. Now it's very simplistic, but also pretty interesting how they do things. So there's a little like I can't think of how to arrange this on the camera. All right, so there's this little thing on top that turns around, and that's how you unlock the blade. And then pull it out.
And then pull it out.
And then turn it again to lock the blade in place. Now, this is a very, very thin blade, so I usually use this like when I'm sewing, to cut threads and such.
All right.
So I don't use this for much tooling. I'll just turn it and put it away in its little leather holder thing. And now, my last knife.
Oh boy. Gracious. That is a fucking weapon.
This is
kukri, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a kukri. I got this for $5 as well, I believe. So once again, full tang. I really like full tangs, and I'm glad this one has it. Like, this is such a great one. Little bit of a finger guard, not much. This is really just to stop your hand from slipping up. And I almost stabbed my monitor just now, like trying to show that.
There's this sort of joke in the vintage and film camera community, where you like show off your your beautiful vintage Leica M3, and you say, "Oh yes, and I got it for $5 at a thrift store,"
Yeah, no, I really did get this for $5 at not really the gun store I go to. I frequent, not a thrift store, but still. The only annoying thing about this is that the sheath has no belt loop. How am I supposed to carry this thing around?
Add one yourself.
I've tried that, but I can't figure any good way out. And now I'm just reach for this one. This isn't even a knife. I'm just gaslighting you now.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, this is my cold steel battle axe. I use it as a trail hatchet.
Fair.
Yeah, this is nice because like so, it's not a very big axe head, for
No.
in terms of fighting axes, but it is still like you got some good edge on there, and so as you can see, the beard actually. Oh, I need to bring it. I keep forgetting where my cameras can see. You need to bring the. You can bring your. If you choke up on it like this, then the uh, beard here that can protect your hand, and you can do what's called
Yeah.
punching.
Oh gosh. Yeah. 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 Just.
And the horn, it gives you a little bit of stabbing potential, but not very much. I'm surprised my Twitch stream has not been banned yet. Me on here telling you how to stab people with an axe.
I mean, I don't think they're probably paying too much attention to you.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a few other things. I'll be back in a moment.
Just check.
All right. Okay, I'm back now.
There's gold.
I like.
Always believe in your soul. Sorry. Hello.
Okay, so I guess there wasn't a reaction to me just setting the gun down.
Oh fuck! There it is.
All right, now.
Don't shoot me.
So yeah, this is. I really like this one. This is my Nagant revolver, model 1895, yes. And so it's a single double action revolver, which means that you can either. Oh, I almost got. I'm not used to wearing gloves while handling these, so I almost got the glove stuck in the hammer there. So I can either manually pull the hammer back, or I can pull the trigger to pull the hammer back. And I'm not going to do that all the way. I'm just going to do it part way.
Yeah, because it's one of those gun safety things where even if you know it's not loaded, you treat it
Yeah,
as
even
if it's loaded.
I mean, not just that, but like if you, so like the way the hammer works is like if it has nothing to land on in the chamber, it just slams into the frame, and so you can end up breaking it.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is actually very simple gun to disassemble. Just I say simple, but I'm wearing gloves right now, so it's a little awkward. And like that, it's done.
That's all the.
This is typically how I disassemble it for cleaning and such.
Right. Yeah.
And some people will actually do this for like swapping out the cylinders, because otherwise you have to change each chamber individually. If you carry a spare cylinder on you, you can just pull the cylinder out, load a new one.
That's clever.
Just a little bit finicky getting it back in there, though.
You just take it out. Clump.
Oh no! So like, it's worse than that, because like the way the gun works is the cartridges, the casings expand inside the chamber to make a gas seal. Oh, I gotta take this out of the camera for a moment because it's really not wanting to fit into a spot. But yeah, because the casings expand, they get really stuck in there, and they conform to the shape of the chamber, so it can get really hard to take them back out. Anyways, that was the Nagant. This is the Godless Serb pistol, that almost killed me the other day because it cycled and fired itself while I was inspecting it. Oh god, it was giving me trouble even then. So like, I'll show you how it disassembles. We just gotta pull the side pin. Is it focusing? I can't tell. There we go. Okay, that should be good. So the side pin, I just pulled this out, and so now we can knock out this, which is both the lever to hold the slide open, and it's also the pin that holds the slide in. And now we just drop the whole slide off.
Oh yeah, gracious.
The barrel can also be taken out. I'm not going to bother with doing that right now. So I'm just going to put this back together, and I'll show you what the gun was doing. I'm not going to put a cartridge in this because I don't feel like I don't want it to go off while I'm, sitting at my desk. Typically a gun will not just go off on its own, but this thing proved otherwise, so I'm not trusting it anymore. So what I was doing with this was while I was working with it, I wanted to test the magazine to see if it was going to snag again when I put it. So I put in a loaded magazine, and then I hit the magazine release right here. But when I did that the other day, what happened was when I hit the magazine release, the magazine stayed in, and the slide just slammed back, and then slammed forward, and the hammer
Oh,
went off and fired the gun
at what?
into the air. Thankfully.
All right. So you were outside doing this.
Well, yeah, yes, I was outside target shooting.
Okay, so you were outside actually target shooting. You weren't
Oh yeah,
prepping indoors beforehand.
no, yeah. Thank God this didn't happen indoors.
Yeah, fuck me.
Roof repairs are a bitch. All right, now we got ye old big iron.
Hey.
This is a reproduction Colt Navy chambered in 44 caliber. It's a black powder cap and ball gun. So as you can, let me give this thing the same treatment. Ah, there we go. All right, so as you can see on the back of this, you have these anvils. That's where you put the cap, and then you load the powder and the ball in the front. Though you typically want to load the powder and the ball and then load the caps, so that the caps don't go off while you're loading the powder.
I'm seeing the powder is in some sort of container. You're not just pouring.
Yeah. So like I don't have it on me right now, but the powder I keep it in a horn, a flask, a clear one. So like what you do is, maybe I should. I'm not gonna go get it. It's in another room. But basically, what you do is, the flask has a release on it and a nozzle. So what you do is you cover the nozzle with your finger, and then you turn the thing over, open it, so that you catch the powder with your finger, and then you close the nozzle, and then you can dump in that measured amount.
Right. Okay. So it does. The powder does just go in just as
You
powder.
you just dump in it. Like if you are planning on shooting right now, you just dump the powder in loose. If you're gonna be storing this for a while, what you want to do is you want to have like some beeswax or something, or some grease. You put the powder in, you put some beeswax or grease in, and then you put the bullet in. And the way you put the bullet in, I have to reassemble the gun quick. I have to put in the pin that holds the thing together, which is a son of a bitch. Ah, there we go. All right, so I'm having to lean forward so much to make sure I have this in frame. All right, so this comes down as your lever, and you use it to load bullets, to push the bullet down into the chamber.
Right.
Now, this one is a single action revolver, so that means you have to pull the hammer back every time you want to fire. You also have a half cock position where you can now freely turn the cylinder, and that's what you usually do
Play
for
Russian
loading it.
roulette.
I mean, you could, I guess, but it's very easy to tell which chamber is loaded, so.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and then at full cock, it automatically lines up one of the chambers.
Full cock.
Yeah, full cock. It automatically lines up one of these chambers, and you're good to go.
Bang. Yeah.
I'm once again running out of space here. I'm gonna have to put that there.
Just your arsenal building up around the edges. Oh shit.
This is my other big iron, a Taurus Judge 45 long Colt and 410. This has a swing out cylinder that can take. I'm trying to figure out how to hold this for the camera. It can take 5. Camera, where are you? Okay, well that's.
But the trouble is the handle is blocking the light.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, 5-shot cylinder, and it just swings out, so it's very easy to load and unload. Yeah. This one is also a double single, so you can pull it for a very light trigger pull, or you can pull the trigger and it operates the whole thing. Now, typically a Taurus Judge cuts off at around here, but this is the 6.5-inch barrel, I believe it is. So as one of my friends joked, this is for shooting muggers that are 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
In truth, this is more of a sporter model, like sport and hunting, whereas the shorter model is the one typically used for self-defense.
Right.
You could use this for home defense, but for like everyday carry, this wouldn't work out. It's just too much length on this thing.
So I've been told that as well.
No one's ever told you that.
Oh.
All right. Still have a few more to go through. Here's my fucking boomer ass gun.
Oh yeah.
This is my high point, 45 auto. My Glock 40, my problem solver. It's in. I keep it in.
What the fuck? That's loaded.
Yeah. No. Chamber's empty. Chamber's empty.
Chamber's empty, but the magazine is loaded.
Oh yeah, no. Magazine's loaded. Yeah, I like to shoot steel cased, copper jacketed full metal jacket rounds. People say like for like home and self defense you should use like hollow points and stuff like that. I use full metal jacket for better like barrier penetration. Like okay, in most situations
just to fuck up the robber as much as possible.
Well, no. So like it's like hollow point would expand better and give you a better wound channel. Jacketed rounds they're better at penetrating cover and they can't penetrate body armor. They're never going to accomplish that. But if someone's like has his hand up, like if he's aiming at you, he's going to have both of his hands up like this probably if he's shooting correctly.
Yeah.
So like let's say you hit his arm and I can't show that because there's just not enough space on the game. Well, let's say like all right, so like put your hand out and just imagine like a bullet hits you on the arm somewhere, like coming towards you. And it then travels through you. Now if it was hollow point, it would expand and it would fuck up your arm pretty bad, but it wouldn't reach any of your vital organs.
Whereas
A jacketed round will go all the way down and then hit you.
Your chest.
Yeah. And it's also if someone hides behind the couch or something, I can just shoot through it and hit them. But also this isn't a this is a bulldog holster, which everyone yells at bulldog. They say it's like shitty boomer bait. The fact is, Bulldog is the only company I could find that made a holster that can fit this thing.
Because it's a boomer. You got to get a boomer ass holster for boomer ass gun.
This is a giant handgun. I cannot express this, and it's not because it's in 45. Well, it's because it's in 45 auto, but that's because their solution to firing such a big cartridge is let's just make the slide heavier. Let's just use physics.
Oh yeah, yeah. It does look a bit unbalanced. Is probably the nicest way to put it.
I'm actually fine with the weight and balance of it. Like it feels fine to me. But just to compare,
I don't mean I mean like visually unbalanced. Like it looks like the slide and the bottom of the cartridge is just too big.
Like look at this. Look at a comparison of these two handguns. It is just so much bigger than other handguns.
You know, this is making me think I should do a version of this. I should do a version of the stream where I just show off all my cameras and have you comment on them.
Oh man, another shit ass liberal camera.
Oh fuck. This camera was used to take a picture of JFK.
All right. Now we're on to the biggest handgun. Oh, this is actually a little bit difficult to get up here.
My penis.
Almost. Oh my god, I actually can't. Yeah. I can't zoom out enough. This cannot fit in the fucking frame. God damn it. My PLR 16.
Well, you can zoom out. It's called moving your camera up.
No, I can't. Like the camera's on the monitor and I have nothing else to attach it to.
Just hold it.
I mean, okay, fine. I don't want to have to.
You don't have to. I'm just saying practically that's the issue. Yeah, gracious, that is.
It's fucking backwards for me, so I can't figure it out.
I do like the see-through magazine.
Yeah, it's
SV19 or something.
What?
You posted a picture of it in this chat, didn't you?
It's a PLR 16.
PLR 16.
It's not loaded. Come on. Not loaded. God, I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to show this one off because it's just too much stuff. But yeah, that's my handgun collection. God, I really wouldn't be able to show off a rifle here.
No.
I need
probably have to go into the realm of Maybe just put a mask on and you know
Why?
tilt the camera up so that you can.
All right, I'm gonna turn the
Nope.
camera off now. All right, and that I'll switch myself to big mode for the last few seconds, I guess. But like
Oh.
that's basically everything I wanted to do for today's stream.